It's that kind of day. Super smoke 'em if you got 'em. We're taking a look at the East Coast and the West Coast storms. All right, now don't piss me off. I'll go back to the effects. I'm just kidding. You can piss me off if you want to. It's one of those days. Mercury is square Mars. So everybody's irritable. Including me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down here the stories of the day. And the story I have been talking about is the West Coast storm. I don't know if you can tell, but there's another giant storm behind it. And that's why I've been saying this is just the start of a wave after wave after wave pattern. What are you wearing? No, that's a serious question. Okay, so some of the all-star team at Weather Twitter, including the king himself, Cranky Weather Guy, have been pointing out, getting a little excited. All right, let's bust this junkie nugget. Anthony Macelio, definitely a Asteroid Fight Club All-Star. TDWR in Philly, picking up wind gusts of 35 and 45 miles per hour. See that right there? That is a squall line. It somehow is making a semi-right angle. That's crazy. And then Alan Weather at New York, AW, NYC. Damn it. Last radar shows a squall line with some pockets of heavy rain and some rumbles of thunder, similar to a summer pattern. Bring an umbrella if heading out in the next few hours. I would tell Katya Porsakanski, the best reporter on the planet, to wear her rubber boots or whatever synthetic she wants to wear that keeps the rain out, man. But I've been worried about her because she covers a tough beat, man. She covers hedge funds in South America and oil sometimes. And she hasn't tweeted since my birthday, December 29th. And last year was the year where we had more reporters killed or murdered than any other time, any other year, all over the world. So if anyone has heard from the greatest reporter on the planet, I'm only saying that because she's good and she's really smart. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's one of the most beautiful women on the planet. Please let me know so I don't have to worry so much. And if you're out there listening, Kasia, please tell me, wait, please wear boots or whatever. I mean, if you want to get your feet wet, go right ahead. Damn, life is dangerous. Whose crazy idea was this? A big American earthquake would accentuate my point right now. Yeah, the wall's a stupid idea, man. That is not a political statement. That is an engineering statement and a weatherman's statement and a planetary defense commander's statement. Space Force would be a global force, and space is all over the place. That was sage advice from Sage. And it's true. It's in the oceans. It's in the air. It's in outer space. So, a wall is just a dumb idea, man. Okay. King himself, Cranky Weather Guy. We have a nasty squall line. And there goes early changeovers on the back edge. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty squall line heading over Washington to Dover, through Philadelphia, Trenton, towards New York City, bringing some big bad rain totals near Syracuse, and dropping some snow near, I need glasses, Jamestown, Warren, and whatever. Oh, man, going live cheered me up. And here's me. I'm going to refer to myself in third person, though. New Thor said, the king of America, especially when the government shut down. Who ordered the West Coast doom? Not I, said the volcano. And I was like, are you gaslighting me? Oh, yeah, it's super who gives an F day. I only take them like twice a year, and I care about you. I just don't give a fuck at a time where, like I said, Mercury is squared Mars or vice versa, which means everybody's going to be irritable. So, of course, they schedule something where Trump, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer get in front of the TV to make sure everybody gets mad and irritated today. It's kind of like you think in 2017, 2018 when they had their big march against Trump. They did it on the day that Mercury went retrograde. So like on the main day, everyone argues and miscommunicates. They had a giant march. They do shit like that. You don't have to believe it. That's fine. You know, climbing the steps up the truth ladder is painful. Sorry, folks. Park's closed. The moose out front should have told you. Because we're going to build a wall and we're going to make the moose pay for it. Okay. Shocking news. Yeah, we're going to build a wall of rain or a wall of debt or a wall of volcano magma or lava. Shocking news, I know. It's going to rain again in Texas. This next round will arrive for the end of the work week. Winter mischief and severe storms aren't expected. But this won't please fishermen trying to get back out on the rivers and lakes. It's fisher people, dude. It's fisher people. Get with the times. All right. Oh, I'm too playful. New York weather. Yep. Scratch that. New Jersey weather. There's a total difference between the J and the Y. I don't know if you knew that. You do now. I posted NAM. What are you going to do about it? No, I don't freak out over the models and what people post, man. You know, I'm pretty cool with stuff. If they're going to put the information out, it's okay to look at it. No grandmother ever died because she saw a 10-day GFS. You know what I'm saying? Posted to NAM to show how it keeps southern peace most closer to each other. So we're looking at like wind and cyclonic vorticity here. And so on the 12th, yep, we're going to be getting some heavy winds in north and central Texas. And then this is when that storm, the storm behind the storm, is predicted to nail Southern California. So the whole coast is going to be really, 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 really wet by the middle of January. Here we are, politician male, politician female, both D's, talking about the wall. Here's a recreation. I thought it was hilarious. 30 Rock fan, you should be. But yeah, overall, I think the wall is a stupid idea. But I think they're wasting everybody's time because they shut the government down. Usually it's because of the debt ceiling. So they can argue about how much more money they want to borrow. And then during that time, they both sides stuff a bunch of pork and special incentives into the bill for the people who donated in their political favors. So it's really a dog and pony kabuki theater total shit show where they just put on a little play. It's almost like a third grade talent show. That's exactly what this shit is. I know it triggers everybody. Sorry, it's the truth. Pixie programmer posted, those fake boobs are going to kill someone. Girl, bye. I was like, wow, that sounds like a good way to die. All right, oil prices surge on hope. Yeah, I don't know. Oil prices surge on everything. Almost. Hey, look. Wolverine. And it's like Marvel wants to give Thor's hammer to everybody but Thor. That dude's got, the Swamp Thing has Thor's hammer and Iron Man's helmet. That doesn't look like a fun time. Man, why doesn't anybody want to party? Why doesn't anyone want to have fun? Mike B. Weather. Just another view. What? Just another view of all the energy in the upper atmosphere being left behind. Just like the Timothy LaHaye book said. The weather was going to leave everybody behind during the rapture. That joke failed. It's going to be a shame if it happens like this, as it has the potential to be something big. That's what she said. Something big. Drew in the LPs to see just how far the mean sea level pressure center is racing out ahead of the energy, trying to strengthen it. Once again, the East Coast is obsessed with the storm coming on the 12th through the 14th. And rightly so. It has potential to do some damage if the parts come together. Best to refer to Cranky Weather Guy and his blog. He could tell you more about it. There we're looking at the Avengers in color. You back down to the... Oh, yeah. And so I just want to point out there are 535 members of Congress, right? But 99% of the time, most people can only name 4 or 5 Congress members. And I like to consider those people the rodeo clowns of Congress. Meaning they're there to get everybody's attention. And so everybody just focuses on them. And that's their job. And like Barney Frank was one of the Congress Rodeo Clown Hall of Fame All-Stars. And then John Boner was one of the Congress Rodeo Clown Hall of Fame All-Stars. And, I mean, I'm not picking on a side. I'm just saying, do you remember when Nancy Pelosi said, hey, we got to pass that bill to find out what is in it? Because politicians are pretty much just mascots for corporations, bro. Debt ceiling crisis is. I mean, why do you even have a debt ceiling if you know you're just going to keep raising it? And this one, we were only $16 trillion in debt in 2013. That was pretty much 5 years ago. So we've added $7 trillion in 5 years. And look at all the cool shit we've built with it. Now, they're talking about a wall between us and Mexico would cost $5 billion. In those 7 years, they've spent an extra $7 trillion on top of what they were taxing us, like $3 trillion a year. What did they build with all that shit? What did they do with all that money? Did they build mountains of cocaine out in the Cayman Islands? Do they have giant invisible spaceships, cities in the sky? Do they have really cool underground harems? Where does all that money go? Like I said, they're just filling a bill with pork, man. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Back to Anthony Macelio, running the 5-day, 200 millibar steampunk function, WAF, from JMA since December. You can also track the wave energy from the Western Hemisphere to the northeastern Atlantic block. Watch the wave after wave after wave activity emanate from the block across Asia. This is the transport to the Pacific wave. Okay, now let's watch. America's over here. Wow, look at it. It's like amoebas doing mitosis. Do the mitosis. Do the mitosis. Do the mitosis. Do the mitosis. Do you see that? Watch these high pressure spots just jump. Is that the next storm? No, it's the one we just went through. Yeah, watch how it just jumps across. Whoa. The wave energy may have originated from the Northeast Atlantic United Kingdom block and got aid from the recent tropical cyclone activity here in the inner orifice. Here is GFS forecast this week run through the analysis to track the irrotational component kink in the jet to Europe. Whoa. It's definitely kinky. It's super kinky, man. I don't feel comfortable watching something so kinky in front of a live mixed audience. Yeah, Jetstream is doing some wacky shit, bro. Anthony Macelio again, because that kid is good. A powerful cyclone will develop tomorrow in the North Pacific that will turn the flow downstream much wavier. Hey, so our wave after wave after wave pattern is about to get much wavier. That's interesting. Interest in the weekend storm. We'll watch how this unfolds. This storm could get down to mid 930 millibars tomorrow night, Thursday, bombogenesis. So there's one of our buzzwords. And we're watching the wave after wave after wave pattern for the West Coast. And this tracks us all the way up to the 10th. But if one of our Asteroid Fight Club All-Star members is saying that one of these systems has a chance at bombogenesis, then I would take that semi-seriously. Because sometimes I like to throw drama and comedy into things to get across important information that might otherwise be boring. Most of the other guys stay away from hype, as they might call it. And so when they say non-hypey things, then it's time to take it seriously. And so as we've been monitoring these storms, what happened? Now don't freak out, the thing blows up somehow if you leave it alone for a bit. I don't know why it does that. Okay. But overall, there's your situation. And if there wasn't this giant high pressure system over UK right now, all of this moisture would be going straight here. So, people are always like, geoengineering, man. this would be one of those cases where they would be doing that for the public's benefit. And remember, it's my theory that we never declared freedom. The whole France, Spain, UK made us think we set up our country and give ourselves freedom while they came over here to pull out all the oil from South America and North America. So we've literally, Wall Street's always been a child of the street. And the street is a very diverse group of really rich people who like to sell people yellow journalism that tastes like urine and call it freedom. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Okay, I gotta watch my words. I don't want to anger the oil and war gang at a time where Earth hangs in such a brittle balance. Okay, so we were watching. It's a pretty nasty squall line. I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna relight my cigarette because it went out. Katya has very, very blue and greenish eyes. They're magnificent. I bet they change color. Here we go. I'm relighting my cigarette. You ready? So yes, you're getting some mixed precipitation up on the East Coast, Portland. There's a Portland on the East Coast? That is crazy. Was that a Mandela effect, or has that always been there? That joke made me laugh. And look at this has a boob shape. See it? Yeah, but I guess when you're this thirsty, everything looks like a boob. My standards are high. Shut up. I get to talk to myself. I said to myself. Okay, and so yeah, we got a lot of... Man, you need to load faster. You're making me look bad in front of 12 people. I didn't know. How many people in the room? Is there even anybody in here? Hey, oh my God. Down for a song. Oh, hell yeah, what do you request? Holy shit, dude. Oh my God, what the heck? You guys are hold on. Holy crap. You like me. You really like me. I stole that from, what's your name? Dang it. Hey, gang. What are you guys doing? You guys are incredible. And I love you. Chensei. WP. Love your show, brother. Keep it up. Thank you. Whoa. Quetzalcoatl smoke. Kill yourself, please. Man, we don't say that here. Asteroid Fight Club for sure. We do not ever recommend humans hurt themselves. You should play a song for us. Wait, what kind of a song? For $10? Heck yeah. I would have gone out and done karaoke tonight. And man, 25 is like $1 million to me. Down for a song. What kind of song? Are you talking about me on guitar? Are you talking about? Cause I actually have one loaded up, but I don't think it's one you guys want to hear.
Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. No, I gotta keep on breathing. Just keep breathing and breathing.
I don't mean to trigger people, but I love Ariana. Fell in love with her during that song. And during the song, she says, half of this shit is fabricated. Yeah, that's what I've been telling you. Like, half the shit they tell you is totally fabricated, man. So you guys give me more information. I love you too, Catherine. And seriously, though, thank you, Chance, Chinsei. Thank you, Noel, Trina. And thank you, Shansei. No, seriously. Okay, so what do I got to do? That is definitely, man, I'd have to make 10 videos to make $30. What kind of song do you request? You guys are great. Okay, so good shit. Shansei, what type of song did you want? No, and that's the story behind, I don't know, it was the last week of 2018, which was the roughest year of my life. I lost my stepdad, who was like a hero. And my stepsister, who's in the Air Force, also said, we're going to get through the 2018 by taking left foot, right foot, breathe. Left foot, right foot, breathe. And so I was driving around Houston one night at like 3 a.m, like I like to do when the city's empty. And that song came on. And I just think it's a beautiful song. And it was, I don't know if I'd have made it out of 2018 without this song, man.
Sometimes it's hard
song you want to hear. Me or whatever. You. Now, okay. You guys are great. You make me happy. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I like you guys too. That's the thing. The media's always showing us like the worst people in the world. It's like, man, there are a lot of cool people out there. Why don't they ever get any stage time? And this was like, this is non-political. I don't believe in the political process. But when Bill Maher said, hearing tales of furloughed government workers who can't make basic payments after missing 1 or 2 paychecks is a reminder of how fucked up our economy is. Now, I want to remind you, Trump didn't fuck the economy up. Obama didn't fuck the economy up. You know, Bush, like, it's literally a giant system, and that we've been based on oil and war since the late 1800s. And so they pretty much ground out, like, there is no middle class. It was during the 2008 crisis that, like, the middle class got wiped out. That's what I'm saying. They literally have anyone under $1 billion fighting with each other over whatever they want us to argue about. Drives me crazy. I wish more people could see it. All right, Scott, I got thrown off. I didn't realize you were going to be so awesome today. So, like, my irritability went right away. Now we're looking at the system that's coming in the Northeast, which is a little bit hardier than we were expecting. Look at that thing. Like, if you wanted to say geoengineering, hey, there's a straight line for you that seems to be pushing the system in a way it wants to go. I don't know. Shit is so weird. I recommend tonight you go out and look at Sirius in the sky. There have been some nights where I've been seeing Sirius freak out like crazy. Beautiful, and I don't get scared. It's a dog star. I love dogs. And so, man, have you guys seen the new Endgame trailer? It was kind of depressing. It's not the trailer I would have put out after you killed half the universe. All right, whatever. Simon Karn. I'm going to go back to see if Chassé has requested a song yet. It's hard to breathe. You got to remember sometimes. You know, it's something on the guitar. Okay. I have to reset up, though, because I'm doing this on a microphone. Hold on. Let's address, what is his name? Fox250R. You're one of those guys. You're one of those people who's like, I'm sensationalizing this, that it is normal and that is a normal storm. So Scott is like, or whatever his name is like, this is no big deal, man. Like, see all this rain that is headed towards the West Coast? That is fucking nothing. Look at that. Like, look how much rain that is, bro. I mean, do you think that's going to be... Look how big this state is. Like, there's California. Look at what state are you in? Washington? Look how... That's a little chunk, man. So look how much rain is headed your way. And it's like, okay, so when this rain system moves through, you're going to get a 14-hour break, and then it's going to start raining again. And the way it's going to hit, it's probably going to move through, and then you're going to get a day-and-a-half break, and then you're going to get your next system. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of like the people who 2 months ago were saying I was blown out of proportion, that the earthquakes were getting more earthquakier and the volcanoes were getting more volcanoer. And then, boom, we had a fucking tsunami kill a bunch of people because the buoys didn't even work. Although I don't even know if they would have had warning. And then we had a whole volcano blow out half of its side. And then the Caribbean volcanoes are steaming. You had Etna going off for like 8 straight days. And then, like, on the volcano range and the earthquake range. So, I don't know. I don't know how old you are, man. That's the hill you want to die on, that this is normal weather. Go right ahead. But that's very 2015 of you, bro. You know? And we've been hit by... It was like the people, when I started talking about hurricanes, way more than people wanted. And they're like, oh, you're sensationalizing it. And then we got hit by 6 of them in U.S. territories in 2 years. And people backed off on me sensationalizing the hurricane situation. So, and so like all the magma heat is now down here. It's shifted. Which is why, okay, so this giant pressure heat system that was magma-esque was here. It was stuck here for like 2.5 years, which is why they had the drought. And then when it moved, all the rain moves in. It's pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What night is it? I put that up in case I got in November. What night is it? Wednesday or Tuesday? Tuesday. How about this? Because I really want to get ready and set my shit up. If you can make it, unless you could pick another night, I will do a guitar song and sing for y'all. Could you do Thursday? How about a Thursday night? Would that work for you? That work for you guys? I'd love to rip it. I'm going to drink beer, though. Hey, thanks. Okay, cool. Yeah, Thursday night. That storm should have passed. And then I'll set up and I'll put on some stuff that makes me look good or whatever. Just kidding. She's so pretty. I think I dreamed about women as pretty as her when I was a kid. What is it talking about? Oh, yeah, storms. So, but I do want to say that a lot of times I'm so stressed out that, I don't always take time to thank you guys out for all your help and all your love and all your support, because I feel like I'm chasing the data. Like there's more than I can even cover all the time. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, trust me, there's no way I would be doing this if it weren't for y'all. Because a lot of times it's like, holy shit, it's hopeless. Why am I player defense commander? You know what I'm saying? But then I see a light of hope. Like today was the first day that felt like 2018. For the most of the time, 2019 has been fantastic. Okay. Ooh, let's do the fun game of river flooding map. And Venus finally went into Sagittarius. Although it's been a day and I haven't gotten to kiss any beautiful women, so maybe astrology's total bullshit. That was a joke within a joke. Sweet. Yay, we're down to 159 rivers flooding. Oh, here's another point that I'd like to point out if you guys are still here. What'd I do with you? Okay, so this is one of the things I don't like, that I think is weird. Okay, we're getting the freshest GFS. Okay, now I want you to notice all the moisture that's coming into the West Coast. It'll kind of disappear somewhere around here, which I don't think is going to happen. So it comes in, and then it's gone. See that? And then a little bit comes up from the south, which is supposedly going to create our next weekend nor'easter that everybody's talking about. See the 12th? So it's that little bit of stuff that, here, I'll go back one more run. But I don't have any faith in that at all whatsoever. And did it? So here's the moisture that's coming in. Oh, let me go back to but that is the one thing that Cranky and I agree on, that this storm right here, this thing right here is the thing that's going to have potential to drop a whole lot of rain. Another thing that's weird is they like chopped this off. Like it used to be a giant filled out circle, and then they kind of made it just into these rain bands. So I don't know if they hit it with the microwave frequency and stuff. If they did, that would mean they did geoengineering for the people. But either way, that's a total mess. Yeah, and it's kind of like, how Republicans and Democrats disagree on everything polarly. And if you don't think that this could be a problem for some people, and if you don't think this is going to cause any deaths for people who aren't paying attention, then that's just somewhere we're going to have to agree to disagree, because all that green or yellow or red or blue or pink is rain or snow or sleet. And that's a lot of coming in a short amount of time. Like I said, that all there's a lot of moisture on Earth right now. Way more. I've been doing this for 6 years. I stopped even talking about how big the rain bands are, because what's the point now? They're just massive and alien and giant. Right? This thing blew up after in the coast. See, but how can I want to go to New York City. I've been once. It was fun. My neck hurt because I looked up the whole time. I was like, wow, that building is so cool. Where am I at in the past? Yeah, but look at the squall. That's some pretty heavy rain areas. Where was I back at? See, I still haven't got my Adderall from my doctor because I can't afford it yet. So I can't concentrate. And then we'll have to compare and contrast me on my medication and me off my medication, and how good my concentration skills are during live casts. Sound good? Sound great. You guys are wonderful. I feel all tingly inside. But look at the weird mesovortices going on. Did I use that word correctly? Look at this convergence line. Did I use that one? Now I'm just being goofy. Oh yeah, there's another thing, bro. The boobs. See, the whole thing is that's a storm, pretty much. It's just a chain of storms, a wave after like. So if anybody's like, yeah, he's talking about basic normal storms, yeah, I don't think so. You think does that look normal to anybody? I'm gonna check the chat real quick. Boom. Dude, I'm drunk again. SF. Hey, an old joke would be, yeah, that's the fraternity girls mating call. But I guess nowadays that would be considered offensive. Damn you, old school jokes. Well, yeah, no, I'll definitely be. You guys are amazing. Smoke them if you got them. I think I'm gonna have to light a second one because I didn't even really smoke the first one because I was too busy getting all the information out. But I don't know if you missed it. They all shut it down, man. This is the 4th shutdown at Thor News. The 3 others came under Obama. And what happens is they shut the government down because they have to figure out how much more money to borrow from us and other nations and corporations. And during that time, when they come out with their Stop the Shutdown bill, it's literally a bill of like 400 pages. And in the pages, it'll be like widgets that are on arrows from Utah will be tax-free. Tennessee bourbon will have a 5% tax deduct. Like it literally, I've read one of them one time, and it's just it's chock full of pork. So that's what I'm saying. They're pretty much all agreeing to say, hey, let's say it's Trump's, but they're all in there in the back rooms, all 535 of them. SF, man. Try not to think about beautiful women. And I think I would make a great president. And if shit hits a fan, I'm going to run for president, even though I really don't want to. Because then I'd have to make jokes about how I want to be the first president to get a legal BJ in office. And that BJ stands for because just, which is just because backwards. Get your mind out of the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the worst of the rain and the precipitation is hitting Canada and parts of Washington. But as that one rain band moves on shore, we will see just how bad this storm is going to be. But as I said, you're only going to get like a day or two break before it hits you again. Let's go to the wind. Where am I at? My brain's thinking about too many things at once. Well, look at that, dude. That's crazy. That's wild. Why are you giving me kilometers? Okay. 37 miles an hour. 39 miles per hour, 36, 32, 45, 38, 44. Oh, and I mentioned earlier we had a 3.7, 3.9 earthquake in Mississippi. And that is, someone used a quote that stuck with me forever. Somebody said, an earthquake that'll make the Mississippi run backwards. And that's what supposedly happened when the new Madrid earthquake happened. The Mississippi literally changed course. And so it's getting pretty windy. 27. Where's our squall line there? 22, 24. Well, I guess. Let's go to wind. You guys are crazy cool. And that's another reason that I think that my shit is getting hacked. Oh. Man. All right. No good on that one. When I come on here, people donate. Oh my God. What happened to Steve? Where'd Steve go? Is that even his name? 64. 46. Yeah, Anthony had it right. What do we got going on? Okay, look at this real quick. Dang. Rang church bells. I'm fat. Burp. Sweet. My body shape is just like Taylor Swift's. Alice in Wonderland, I return those kisses. I'm ugly but funny. Man, I don't know if I should do live while I'm so thirsty. I should take a drink or something. I don't even like the term thirsty. Holy Dragonstorm, Batman. I'll roll one for you. Good idea. I think, you could sum it up. Trump's speech was probably, I want the wall. And then Democrats' speech was, we don't want the wall. I don't think any of them want the wall. And it's like I explained to people, all right, the Edgar Casey map. You had, and they don't like it when I talk about this, you had the BP Deep Horizon spill here. Then you had the methane sinkhole here. And then you have Oklahoma's become the epicenter of American earthquakes here. And that you have a bunch of oil draining and dragging going on here. So if you had another New Madrid earthquake with all the planets, gas giants being on the same side of like an 8.0 magnitude, that could literally send this whole region into the ocean. I only repeat it because I know that it's true, that it's a possibility. You poked Earth's artery here. You have a giant methane sinkhole no one can explain right about here. Giant earthquakes here with a bunch of pulling out all this petroleum. And petroleum handles pressure, right? Much better than water does. It's why you don't put water in your oil tank. Or whatever the hell it is. And so when you replace petroleum with water, it's not going to react the same. So it's a really bad idea. And I think that the chances of this actually falling in our lifetime are probably 80%. And so being Planetary Defense Commander and me, a great human being, I think we can adapt to this situation and no one has to die. I mean, if we built super cities of the future, we would have you have so much capacity. And if you got rid of false scarcity economics, there are so many great things we could do. But I fear that the evil villains of the world don't want to tell anybody, and they're going to let this happen. And this would be the great cataclysm that Nostradamus talked about. But prophecy was there for damage mitigation. Now I get all serious. Man, it's emotional roller coaster. Okay, back to my timeline. We're going to need a bigger boat. Uh-oh. Yeah, so then we had a 4-1 in Etna at the volcano again. Round number 2. So this is the squall line that is moving in now. Cranky weather guy showing the multiple storms. It's almost like word salad, man, that are coming in. That's over by Asia, I believe. A lot of neat stuff happening here, and these are the kicks. This is the East Coast, I think. But look at those are the storms that are coming into Cranky 4 hours ago, basically saying, this is going to be a pretty nasty storm. Reload, my friend. All right, I'm trying to pull up the chat again. You guys are great. Roll one for me. If I mention... Wait, no, I didn't mean to hit hide. Damn it. Dang it. There we go. See, I don't want to run my own chat. I'm not good at multiple thinking. It was like a wrestling pre-show shit talk. Yeah, that's exactly. No one is going to die. You don't think anyone is going to die over the next 10 days? Do you know in the last storm, was it 6 people died? And in last year's mudslide, here's another thing. I was doing this last year. Like between 30 and 60 people died in mudslides in California last year. One of them was like an 80-year-old grandmother who got a text saying, get out of your house in 10 minutes, you're going to die in a mudslide. And so she called her son and was worried and then got hit by a mudslide and died. So, what up, Seth? The people who are like, no, this isn't harmful. I don't know. I don't want to call you a name, but if you can't see how... and where do you live? Like Chicago? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're on the coast, like if you can't see how all this more, like that's all rain, man. I mean, look at that. That is a shit ton of rain to get in a 1 week period. And that thing is coming in like a hammer. And our boy Anthony was saying earlier that this is probably going to bomb out. So once, and then you can kind of tell this is the process that carved the coasts out. See that? See where it's going? These are the exact same planetary processes that carve the coast out, because the planets, they go round and round. I gotta figure out how to teach this to people better. Back to the Emma Watson gif. She's so pretty. And she's very smart, too. And she's cool. Plus, she has some of the coolest posture I've ever seen in my life. You know, in the Harry Potter movies and stuff. So that the Popocatépetl volcano is still popping off, but it has calmed down a little. So yeah, that was flowing straight, and then it curled up there at the last second. See, I don't know. So we're gonna do it on the 8th. So like on the 14th, we'll recheck. No, on the 18th, we'll recheck and find out. And I'll make one of those kick-ass videos where all the shit is edited. And I don't know if you guys watched the one I did. Where is it? Boom. You should go faster, Google. Okay, this one. Don't test Mother Nature. I'm gonna play. It's kind of cheating, but I just want to show the one thing that the editing part. Wait, there's like a minute in there that's so good. There's no enough.
The Great Lakes and eventually into the northeast USA. Traveling conditions could be a little on the tricky side.
Winter has hit in a big way along the West Coast. Look at these cars slipping and sliding.
There went the power. Woo! Careful! Oh my God!
Ricky! Man, don't be like Ricky.
What that crazy?
Look at that guy.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Stay. What an idiot!
What
I think it's crazy.
Welcome. So yeah, I mean, you know, if somebody's gonna come on here and say that nobody's gonna die from any of those storms, well, I hope you're correct. But if people don't take things seriously, then you're gonna have some fatalities, man. You know, just on the one storm that blew through over here, it had 6 people die. And that's why I took a break from editing the weather videos for a while, is because shit got so weird and so many people were dying that I got tired of spending 14 hours to edit together only to put it up and then have people yell at me and say nobody died, even though the woman just said 20 people died. I know, it's people believe whatever they want to believe. And if you don't think this is going to cause any problems, see, I'm focusing on the negative. I'm going to go back to the chat. Not thousands. Not today. Have I met Emma Watson? No. 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 Man, I don't trust anybody when they tell me who they are, you know? Wait, what? My dad said, trust no one. It's like, okay, Dad. Yeah, do me a favor, though. Is it a non-secret James Bond? Don't ask me questions like that. Because I don't ever want to lie to anybody. But then sometimes you get put in a bind. And if I have to answer questions like that, then the amount of women who are famous will probably, that want to kiss me, will go down. Because nobody wants to be associated with a YouTuber, no matter how cool you are. You know? I know. It's like everybody's still stuck in the old age where everybody's like, how famous can I get? How rich can I get? Although I don't think Emma's like that. It's like, dude, that is not the biggest concern right now. Definitely fame. Fame is cheaper than ever. Fame doesn't seem like a cool thing to me. Never has. I mean, I'm as famous as I want to be. That's true. Although I feel like wherever I go in Houston, everybody knows me. So that's kind of cool. It's like a hometown famous. Oh yeah. Okay, so I've been out here like 40 minutes. And I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try and come back at midnight. But I wanted to say that You guys made me very happy. I love you. Thursday night, I should be putting out a guitar song for Chasse and the people from tonight. You guys are so cool. Any final questions? Oh, yeah, tabs. Let's do a tab rundown. Okay, so the biggest earthquakes today was a 6.3 in Japan. Then on the seam, I always am extra interested in any earthquakes on the seams. You had a 5.2 in Nafaiu, Tonga. And then this spot here is getting hit. I'm pretty sure there's probably a volcano around there. A 5.1 in Sanquina, Peru. But then you had a Utah earthquake of a 3, and then you had a 3.7 in Mississippi. And then over here in Afghanistan, you had a 4.1. What else I got in my tabs? Oh, yeah, this one's always fun. See, now remember when I was harping on the black square that would come out here? Soon after, 2 of these islands started releasing gas out of their vent. But because the redness has gone and is shifting around the planet like a lava lamp, I'm not as worried about it now. But it shall return as the magma goes around and around and around. But here we can see, and Cranky had pointed out the 2 kicks to where, look at that. Man, that is kind of, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a crazy, what all the meteorologists say, if the trough goes negative. If the trough goes negative, shit goes crazy, man. And so expect higher winds. Man, I hope Katya's wearing her boots and bringing her umbrella. If she's leaving the house, I hope she's okay. Because, you know, see, like down here, there's the spot I'm talking about. And coincidentally, look at this. All the rain bands just kind of blossom up like nastiness. That's a lot of flooding. And I bet they're going to get a volcano eruption. This area stays hot. All right, we're doing our tab rundown. Now let's look at the next 48 hours. 6, 12, 18, 24. So that's like, yeah, almost 48 hours of rain. 30 hours for California. And then Washington don't get a break. Oregon gets a break the last 6 hours. But I did that every hurricane where I got all the people who are like, it's not going to do any damage. And the hurricane comes across and mows people down and kills a bunch of people. And they never come back to be like, hey, I'm sorry. I was wrong. That thing did a whole lot of damage and you were right. Can't believe that I gave people misinformation that may or may not have cost their lives. They don't do that, though. But look at this thing. This thing is a work of art. If this were happening to the East Coast, you would hear about it all the time. That is a Cali cane. That is like a nor'easter for the West. And if it's the first one, it sure as heck ain't going to be the last one. It's like the latest variation in our Quetzalcoatl storm. Once again, yeah. But no, because I'm a dumbass, I'm writing an X-Men movie of all X-Men women. And she's my Kitty Pryde. I wouldn't do the movie without her as my Kitty Pryde. Because I'm just sold hardcore. I think she'd be an amazing Kitty Pryde. And then I'd have The Rock be Colossus. And I'm not going to go into the rest of the cast right now. Because you're here for the weather. Or whatever. Look. And then you get some strange bars across. Boom. What are we at? Windy? What do we want to run down? Waves. Oh, yeah. Someone told me to look at the waves earlier. Oh, it was Anthony. So you're getting some pretty choppy seas, and the seas are going to stay choppy, bro. I mean, let's do this little rundown. Hey, can someone in the comments chat let me know how many people are in the room or what the max was? I'm just always curious. Look at that. See that? Look at that one big spot back there. And it is weird how they all go up there. Or try to go up there. So you're going to get choppy seas along. Look at that. Oh, wow. What is happening there? Why are you bad at clicking? I clicked the wrong damn thing. I don't make mistakes like this in edited videos. Thanks a lot, clicker. You made me look dumb. Or dumber. But so yeah, it turns around, and that's almost like an arrowhead. Do you see that? And it's a week away, so we'll continue to monitor it, but that's some choppy shit, man. Good time to surf, I guess. Fight, flight, or surf. Right, what do we got next? Let's do another run on the GFS. Oh, it's fully loaded. I've been talking on here so long. So we're looking at the 10th. And then out of nowhere, all that moisture disappears, and then it reappears, or a new spot of moisture creates a nor'easter along the coast. Although they take that west, which wouldn't cause that much snow or damage or property problems. What was that? That was crazy. This makes it look like there's nothing. Well, that's good news, guys. Weather's going to calm down, maybe. Asterisk. You guys are great. I love you. What are you wearing? Yeah, but it still says possible 12 to 20 inches for parts of California. And look at this. That would mean over the next 2 weeks, over 3 inches of rain for the entire coast. You see that? That's a lot of rain, man. There's a lot of rain for a large area. And what did I say? The rivers have gone way down now. Oh my God, I have so much left to show you. Is anybody still here? 76 Max, kick ass. Gay. I wish I was gay. You know, I said that more time in the last 2 years than ever. It is not a good time to be a straight white male. But dudes are gross. Oh, did you see that pop off? And then did you see the sun shake? Okay, watch. Well, hello, Sally. Well, okay, watch this thing right here. Watch it. Whoa. You watching? Are you watching? Click, click. I missed it. It loaded a new frame. Bear with me, darling. Boom, right there. And then the whole sun shakes. So, yeah. Things are crazy. Which of these do you want to see? Let's look at perihelion. For what? Oh, yeah. And then they found a fantastic information you will find at Thor News, right? Are you ready for it? This should be enough for now. Especially since I gotta go backwards. Right. Here I'm going backwards. Over here, for information you won't get everywhere. An asteroid flying by Earth has its own moon or alien satellite. 'Cause think about it. If you're aliens and you knew these asteroids went around, you would just put a little like GoPro camera with some fancy radar stuff, and that way you could have it take pictures of Earth. And does that even look like a moon to you, bro? Asteroid flying by Earth has a moon. Yesterday, January 7th, near-Earth asteroid 2016 Alpha Zeta 8 flew past Earth-Moon system only 2.8 million miles away. Astronomers at the giant Arecibo radar in Puerto Rico pinged the space rock as it approached. Using a pulsed beam of radio energy at 2,380 megahertz, they found that it has a moon. That don't look like no moon, bro. That almost looks like a stingray. That was the tail. You see the tail? It's got a tail. It's cute. It's flapping its wings. It's a little dragon. It's a little dragon. That's so cool. And then the noctilucent clouds are kicking. Why does the sun look weird? Auroras are kicking. The whole thing is a coronal hole. Holy jeez. When have the coronal hole stopped? Yep. And half of weather Twitter's been fighting over whether or not we're going to have winter. It's sort of cute, really. Now we're looking at the auroras caused by solar activity, because when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and then people act weird. Mare's tail clouds. Crazy. Oh, yes, a pink rainbow for the ladies. And maybe this is God's birth reveal saying that the second coming is going to be a woman. How did that joke go over? Perihelion. Whoa. That's kind of cool. There's our asteroid with the moon. Look at that. That is wild. That looks familiar. I'd like to go and see him in person someday. Lenticular clouds, to me, are always spaceships with a cloud cover. And then, remember, shit is crazy because we are officially in the bookend of eclipse season. Or we had our first eclipse on January 5th and 6th. A partial solar. We are going to get a full blood moon lunar eclipse on the 22nd of January that you should be able to see with your naked eyes. Although if you're going to watch it with somebody else's naked eyes, be sure and use protection. And they say don't ever look into it. I think you can look at this lunar, though. I don't know. You're probably like, no. But do it anyway. Auroras. See, those things are kicking. And then they came up with Steve. And Steve's like, oh, yeah, the auroras are doing a new thing, and we named it Steve. And people are like, the sun's not changing. Oh, but the auroras are changing, you know? Okay. Boom. So, yeah, if you've joined us late, basically we have two storms going on right now. One is a storm that is all along the coast, and it is just the beginning, as this is the tail trail we've been watching, and we'll watch rain totals. You got some yellow and red there. And this thing used to be a lot fatter, and we can't tell if they just bare bones it or if they microwave zapped it. And then here's the storm after it that is the main concern. So this is just the undercard. And then you're going to get like a 16-hour break, and then that is going to hit, and then I would guess that will move up closer. So we're taking it day by day. And then this squall line is pretty nasty, causing some 45-mile-per-hour winds and dropping some rain up near New York City and around the area. Kati is definitely getting wet. I hope she's wearing her boots and bringing her umbrella. Okay. And all my crushes are out of respect for people's talent and ability and just je ne sais quoi. They're not creepy white guy crushes or whatever. Look at that. Yeah, man. Like that. And okay, like, I don't even know when dipshits are telling me this shit ain't dangerous and nobody's gonna die. Like, you had the worst wildfire season in California history. The majority of this rain is going to be heading towards the burn scar areas where they were just incinerated. And it doesn't matter, was it volcanoes, it doesn't matter, was it direct energy weapons, was it wildfires, the whole place, the majority of it was incinerated. Where is it? Paradise. And then last year, the year before that, we had the dam that almost broke when I was there. When the dam was at like 99, all the dams were at like 99%. I was like right in the middle of the bathtub that would fill. You know, it's a crazy wild time at Thor News. Anyway, so yeah, the burn scars are here. And so the mudslides, and I would say people who don't even, like, this isn't dangerous, don't recognize that the one, it's like all mountainous terrain. And so when that shit starts to slide, you get a mudslide or a giant rock slide. There's so many giant rocks up along the rocks. And so from 3 years ago, one of the most visual things, if anybody remembers, the landslide that took out like a mile of highway. And so I don't know. But I got to not stop reacting to people who have been doing this for 12 minutes when I've been doing this night and day for 6 years. Although it wasn't always so weathery. That happened in the last 2.5 years. So yeah, Northern California is going to bear the brunt. Although I think, like I said, when that train comes down, we're going to see some nasty shit. But most of the nasty shit comes after everybody goes to sleep anyways. So everybody just be prepared, stay cool. I'm going to take some final questions. I want to thank everybody again. You guys are amazing. Hey, thanks, Dallas, if you're talking to me. You guys are great. And I want you to know, every single lady watching right now is beautiful. And I thank you for being here. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Bezhig. Thank you, Cheeky Breaky. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Space. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Luminous. Thank you, Callie Wan. Thank you, Taser. Thank you, Salad. Wait. Thank you, Daisy. I love Daisy. It's a good name. Thank you, Guillotine Dream. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Jay Hugh. Thank you, Met the Sea. Hey, I guess Jay Hughes letting us know he is gay. It's a big come out party. Man, I'm pro gay, man, you know. I don't know. I come from a divorced family, so it's weird how, you know, what sin, quote unquote sins, are people like to pick on. And as C.S. Lewis said, sexual sins are the least. And if it's a sin, if I look at a woman like Emma Watson and think, like, oh my God, I would like to lick her stomach, Jesus said that's a sin. So, or the neck, definitely. I mean, how many hours could you spend on that neck? You know, what kind of noise would you make? Like, if you spend 2 hours just putting little kisses on the back of her neck, what kind of noises would she make? And I don't even want to talk about her lips or her mouth because this is a PG-13 show. And yeah, sure, her eyes are probably the most beautiful feature on her face, but you can't kiss a woman's eyes for very long before you cause injury. Or are we talking about, oh yeah, Hugh is gay. Congratulations. And I've always found that most, or a majority of the gay people, like, by having to deal with a lot of adversity in their life, they have a good sense of humor. And man, do I love people with a good sense of humor. Hey, Miss Lowen, thank you. I have my off days, though. It's like baseball. Can't hit 1,000. I don't know. I don't know why, Guillotine. Doot. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a weird shut-in food nihilist negativity. Like Albert Pike said. He said in 1880, he said, we're going to unleash the nihilists on the world. In 2019, I'm like, man, Albert Pike was a dick. Okay, I want to thank you guys for being awesome and amazing. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are fantastic. I want you to have a great night. I might come back because it's kind of crazy to jump on here. And ever since I did the slow down the chat where you can only make one comment every minute and a half, I realize it may be annoying, but the main reason I didn't do a lot of lives is because every time I get on, there'd just be trolls. It's harder for trolls to troll. Or it's easier for me to find them when I slow it down. Yeah, it could be a lot of erosion around the Oroville Dam, and we are all watching to see if the dam holds up, because it was government work. I don't want to easily slam government because there are a lot of good people in government who do decent work, not as politicians, but as, you know, people out there. I mean, she's just all her. I could write a book on, but her posture, the way she stands, it's incredible. She's my kitty pride forever. I love you guys, and I will talk to you all very, very, very soon. I hope, because this is fun. She makes a good kitty pride. She's the best kitty pride ever. Have you guys ever read Joss Whedon's The Astonishing X-Men? I highly recommend it. It is one of my favorite things ever. It's about the X-Men. It's really great. Oh, that's why I can't say anything. Okay, yeah, sorry. No, I mean, it lets you say, but only a minute. And I'll tone it down when I can find some moderators again, or when I can get a handle on it. No, thank you for being here and being with me. Because a lot of times, like, I'll be talking, and then I look on the chat, and someone is trolling it, and then I lose my mind. But we're in 2019 energy, so I'm handling myself way better. 2018 was rough. It was so rough. Maybe we'll talk about it someday. Sandwiches. And no, you know what? One thing, I'm not in good shape, but I need to be getting better shape this year as soon as possible. But next door to me, there's a pizza place. And their pizza's like incredible, fantastic, out of this world. And they have a giant large pepperoni for $6 carry out. So pretty much half of, like, every day, that's my whole meal. I spend $6 a day on food, and I eat half the pizza early in the day, and then the other half at night. And what was the point? Oh yeah, so it's been a while since I've made sandwiches, Because the only two women that have been in my apartment are now technically I think they both practice witchcraft. I did not know that at the time. Asterisk. And so yeah, my kitchen is cursed and my bathroom is cursed. So no matter what I do and shit and get the bugs out of there, they just all return. So anytime I go in the kitchen, it's like a giant battle. And people are like, well, why don't you just spray sage all around your house? And then I laugh and say, it's not that simple. Okay, shit, I don't want to get in any trouble. But yeah, what's it, Kitty Pryde? Kitty Pryde is the leader of the X-Men. Kitty Pryde. She's the one that can phase, but is very smart and cool and is the leader and is the backbone and the conscience and clones. Sweet. I'm gonna write a movie about clones. That sounds fascinating. No, 2019 is amazing. I know I can't live on pizza. I haven't done any self-care. I haven't gone to the I haven't done anything to take care of myself in 6 years, really. I've been so focused on this. So I'm going to split it up this year. I'm going to take care of myself like half the time and then take care of y'all the other half. Lickety Slit, what is up, you? Yeah, burn sage. No, but if you're an old school member, you'll get the joke, I guess. I don't make anybody mad. So I'm just saying, no, I'm going to. And another reason is over the last 2 years, I've stayed overweight just because anytime women would be attracted to me and then I'd kiss them, the whole world would catch on fire and then we'd almost hit World War III. And the last year, I had the White Queen in Phoenix forbidding me from touching any women on the planet. So it was very frustrating. And so I stayed over shape on purpose so the White Queen didn't come back around like, I love you again. You know, it's all very complicated. But now I can get in shape and people just gonna have to deal with it. They're going to be so sexy again. Okay, now I'm talking on my ass. Salt around your outside doors and window. Okay, I will. I don't know. Salt's good anywhere. Salt of the earth. But thank y'all very much. I apologize if I offended anyone. That was not my intention. You guys are badass. Hey, Buzzacino. No, trust me, there have been like once every 4 days, my body literally says, hey, you need to eat some vegetables, dude. I'm like, shut up. You're not my mom. You can't tell me what to do. And then I feel really bad. Like my body can't tell me what to do. So I plan to, when I get a little bit of money, I'm going to go grocery shopping. I'm going to get vegetables and stuff. And then I'm going to figure out how to make my phone play songs while I walk. Because I love to walk, but I've been figuring out how to make smartphones act like a Walkman. And I know that sounds really dumb, but it's true that I literally, any phone I've ever had, I can't, other than an iPhone, but I don't have one. I can't get the Androids to figure out how to play like a Walkman. And it drives me crazy, and then I spend an hour on that, and I get frustrated, and then I'm talking way too much. All right, I'm giving you a hug over the digital lines. I want to thank you guys for being awesome and incredible, and I will be back in the near future. And yeah, I agree. I'm eating some vegetables in the near future. You guys stay cool and stay beautiful, and I will be back. I love you.